Hey everyone, welcome. My name's Melinda and I am here with Creative Collections. Hello and welcome. Hey, do me a favor as you're hopping on, be sure to say hello. If you are new here, make sure you say hello and tell us where you're from. I'm here in Washington State and we're going to make a really cute sign. At least I think it's going to be a cute sign. This is something I had planned for last week or for Monday, and then of course you all know life happens, right? I came home Sunday night from the racing, and anyways, got woken up by Willow the next morning, and she was very, very sick. And so I took her to the vet, and so I have been dealing with a very sick puppy. Hi, Connie. Hello, Michelle. Let me go ahead and get Connie's my first commenter. Hi, honey. Connie. So I had this craft planned Monday, and I hadn't had a chance to work it out prior, so you're gonna see me working it out live, okay? So I hope, fingers crossed, that it goes well. Hi, Tamisha. I was at work yesterday with Tamisha. I got to see her. We're gonna try to coordinate our lunches together this year, so we have a lunch buddy. So yeah, I hope she gets better too. I mean, I don't know what is wrong with her. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, and then last night Piper had her concert. Oh my goodness, I meant to post some pictures of her. If you are friends with me, you know, like on my actual Facebook page, you saw some pictures. Hi, Kelly Hawk. Hello, Melissa. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, so if you are friends, you saw some pictures Leanna posted. She always tags me in the post. But that girl, she partied hard last night. Okay. So she loved every minute of that concert. It was awesome. So, yay. Okay. Let's go ahead and get busy. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to make a sign. But we're going to make, so I'm going to take some craft foam and cone and ball. Okay, we're going to put those together. We're going to make some ghosts to go with this sign. But let's make the sign first. Okay, so we're going to use, remember that pattern I had? It's Boo Basics. We're using this. And so we're going to make some really cute Halloween decor. And so this sign, it goes this way, right? So normally anybody, you know, would be thinking, oh, I'm going to have the sign going this way. So when I pulled out a 5x5, which we no longer sell these 5x5 or 5x12s. However, I have a few. So if you're interested and you want one, let me know. And of course, the cutouts are always available upon request. I don't know if she's okay. She's still, I'm getting her to eat. Hi, Hannah. You're on YouTube tonight. Hello, my YouTube friends. I'm at least getting her to eat. And that was important because I have to sprinkle some stuff, probiotics, to help with her gut. And, so I don't know. She's still dealing with whatever she's dealing with, and I don't know. But so far, so good, and we're making it. I just hope we can get this all get it all out of her system and get her under control before I have to go back to work full time. Okay, so I made some wood cutouts, and when I'm using the Boo Basic, normally my brain is going to want to make a sign this way. So I was playing with it, but there's too much of a gap here for me. Would you guys agree? So I was like, oh, you know what? Hey, let's turn it this way, okay? Let's turn my Boo Basics that way, and we can make a boo sign. I'm gonna zoom out so y'all can see. I don't think I have my camera set right. There we go. And we can make our boo sign that way. Does that make sense to y'all? So that way I don't have to get a wider, like a 6-inch or an 8-inch. I can still use my 12-inch, but I can also now spread my letters and my shapes to make a nice sign. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave this all natural. We're not touching that. The only thing I'm going to touch is this. This is my color palette for tonight. Whoops. Remember, I bought these pumpkins last year at Dollar Tree. I don't know if you all can still find them, but I had a few left. So this is my color palette, and we're going to do, I'm going to pull out my colors, okay? So I know I am going to use Cabernet, Cabernet, okay, and Black Velvet. So let me pull my colors. It has been a busy week. Matt left last week, and of course when he leaves, everything goes south. Is that like supposed to happen, right? Everything just goes south. Now I can't find my, oh, here's Black Velvet. Okay, so I have Black Velvet. Okay, then I'm going to pull my pumpkin color, and it might be papaya. Okay, so there's my papaya and Black Velvet, because we're going to paint the pumpkin. And then we have our ghost, which I'm going to paint with vanilla. Okay, so there's my color palette. So let's go ahead and get to crafting. So yeah, we had fun at the concert last night. That snuck up on me really quickly. I know I told y'all I was going to a concert. I was taking Piper to her first concert and everything. But man, that date snuck up on me real quick. So we went to that last night, and I think Piper had a blast. She danced all night. She was just like in Piper heaven. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all know our struggles that we've been dealing with on Piper, you know, with her neurodivergent and her ADHD. You know, she's got it all going on, right? And so when I bought the tickets to the amphitheater, I specifically did not try to get in the crowd, okay, like in a seated section. The amphitheater, they have a grass section where you can rent lawn chairs to sit at, or put a blanket down and sit on the blanket and stuff. And so that's what our intention was, is that we would sit up in the lawn having lawn chairs and then putting a blanket down, so that way she could run around, she could dance, she could, you know, and where I had sat, there would be nobody in front of us. Because, you know, she is only a 6-year-old, and people do like to stand at concerts and everything. And so I wanted to set her up for as much success as possible. Okay, if that makes any sense. Okay? Well, we get there, they close the lawn section. So when they do that, the concert isn't sold out. So they want to fill everybody into the seats. And I'm like, oh, great. And so I tried to explain to the gal. So they, you get, basically I was told by this one lady, yeah, get what you get and don't throw a fit. There's nothing they can do to help me, is what she said. This is what's available and you need to take it or you can leave. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Because it's going to be late at night. Piper's already off her meds. She's going to be cranky, you name it, right? So I went to this, I need a jar with water. Hold on. Where is my, I didn't bring my paintbrushes out. Ooh, okay, let me find a jar. I know I have a jar. Hold on. Okay. I have a nasty jar that I haven't taken in yet. Okay, we'll just do that. And so I went up to this gal. Her name was Mackenzie. Oh my gosh. So I told her, I was like, who can I talk to? I said, I kind of have a complaint, but I don't want to complain. But who can I talk to? And she was like, well, you can, okay. I'm going to paint, maybe I'll just paint the whole thing. And so she was like, you could go over and talk to this guy. He was in a black shirt. She goes, that's the floor supervisor. So I went up to him and I explained to him, that what our intentions was when we bought the grass seats and everything. And he was like, well, where did they put you? And so I showed him the tickets and he was like, oh. He goes, hold on. He goes, go get your snacks and, or whatever you're going to do, merchandise, blah, blah, blah. Go get that and come back and see me. So I come back. We went and did what we needed to do, and I came back to see him. And he had put us in the ADA section, which is the lower section. So they have the lower section, and then they have like a walkway where the people that are in wheelchairs and other handicap that needs handicap accessible, and then you have the upper section. Okay, so because it is a slant. And he put us there, and he goes, will this do? And I'm like, oh my God, you just don't know that you saved our lives for tonight. And so we were in our own little area. We were off to the side, but still had full view of the stage. So she's not like in anyone's bubble or anything like that. She danced. It was amazing. So I'm telling you, if you have children or if you have grandchildren and they have conditions, don't hesitate to advocate for them, because they can't advocate for themselves. Okay, so I'm going to paint this, our pumpkin color. Okay. Boom. And then we have our ghost, which is going to be vanilla. When do we go back to school? The 27th. I'm going into the building tomorrow to work in my office because I was in there yesterday and realized that my office needs to be, I can't do it during school because I know I'm going to be busy. And so I need to take some time and go put my, go set my office up. I couldn't find a pin yesterday. I forgot where I'd put them. So. There we go. Oh my gosh, aren't these cute? Wait till This is just the painting, getting the surface painted. Okay. Thanks, Tamisha. Yeah, I was really glad too, because that would have been 2.5 hours of HE double hockey sticks. Just saying. Piper's very cute on the outside, but what is going on in her brain when her meds are not working, you know, when she's off her meds, and when her two brains are fighting each other, it is living HE double hockey sticks for whoever is dealing with her. And yeah. But her favorite song, which is Girls Just Want to Have Fun, guess when they played it? The very last song. And she, you know, and then Leanna made her cry. Leanna made Piper cry, everybody. Because Cindy was talking about, you know, her career and, you know, basically, you know, like some history about a certain song and, you know, and how she's going to miss everything. And Piper goes, why is she telling us this? And Leanna explained to her, because this is her farewell concert. She's never going to sing again or write a song or anything. And Leanna and Piper comes over and crawls in my lap and is like crying. She goes, she's never going to see us again. It was precious. It was precious. I was like, Leanna, why'd you tell her that? Now you just really upset her. Okay, so I'm taking my transfer shears, aka use whatever scissors you got. You forgot your laptop password? Yeah, I forgot my Bethel Learn. I need to do that tonight. So every training, we only have 3 days to fill out a survey. Otherwise, we don't get credit for the training that we are mandated to take. And so I need to do that tonight. So I'll make sure I do that. Okay, we're going to fuzz. I'm going to wax with some surface wax. So yeah, I pulled out my phone to do a video, and Piper took it because, like, in one of the songs, I think it was Time After Time, you know, you pull out your phone and you do the flashlight and type thing, and it was a really good, you know, thing. And so when I pulled out my phone to do the recording of the last song, Piper grabbed my phone and she was acting like it was the flashlight. And so there's some pretty interesting video. So I will have to post those pictures. I had a doctor's appointment. I was busy today. I had a doctor's appointment today. And I came home, and then, of course, Willow had me up all night. I mean, she was up at 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, needing to go out. So I didn't get very much sleep. So I kind of rested today. Oops. Oops. Okay. I messed up. These two need to be black velvet. We're just going to paint over them. No big deal. If that happens to you, just paint over it. I know I put wax down, but it shouldn't affect it. It's okay. Not thinking, not using my head. There we go. Then we'll dry it and do it again. Bye, honey. Have a good day. Hi, Faye. Your phone is acting up tonight. Oh no, how dare it. So these two need to be black velvet. My apologies. Okay. There we go. My brain's only halfway here tonight. Because I didn't look at the negative space. Right, Teresa? Hello. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, the 80s music, Piper loves the 80s music. But, you know, what I was going to say is, like, before Piper got diagnosed and before we knew what we were dealing with, Cyndi Lauper was a big part of calming her down. I mean, like in the car, we would play Girls Just Want to Have Fun or Time After Time, and she would calm down and stuff. But that goes like, she loves Taylor Swift, but I don't know that I can afford Swiftie tickets for her. So to see her at a concert that, you know, that she absolutely loves, that has helped her, it's kind of amazing. I'm just saying. Use my noggin. Man, my noggin is tired. Now I got to go out to the hospital again tomorrow to pick up a prescription. Because the doctor put it in for the hospital and not my, not the clinic or the pharmacy on the outside. And, okay. Which is good because the insurance wouldn't have covered this prescription. That's why he did it. Because it wouldn't cover it on the outside. They'd be like, you can buy it over the counter, but not in that high of a dose that I need. Okay, so we're going to do the B first. Oh, I wonder, can I line all these up? No. I'm just going to do one letter at a time, one shape at a time. Using black velvet. The 80s concert stories, you could tell. Woo! Please do. Oh, and then I found out something. I was talking with Piper's teacher yesterday. I was sitting at the table with her, and she was telling me that Cyndi Lauper was one of her first concerts that she went to when she was a girl, that her dad took her to. So I was like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome that, you know, you'll have something in common with Piper. Just going to use our squeegee. Ooh, I love it. Look at that. You can see it. Look at the colors. Okay. Now let's line up. Because we're not using black on the pumpkin. So we're done with that color. I need papaya. Papaya. It's hard to believe. Summer is coming to an end. Fall's hitting here. Oh my goodness. And you know, you don't have to make this sign. Look how cute this would be. Like, for y'all that have those Halloween trees, do y'all have Halloween trees? I know Deborah has a Halloween tree. Okay? That would be adorable to make. Like, if I was to cut those out, I could easily put a hole to be able to hang it. So we're not limited. So now we're going to do the ghost. Put the transfer down. We're done with papaya. Your button is in a different spot. What button? You're having trouble putting comments too. Oh my goodness. See, Facebook? Facebook hates me. They hate us business people. You know, they're trying to just... They always want to change everything up. Okay. I was like, what did I do with the lid? Katie, we start school on the 27th, I believe. And there's the cute little ghost. Ta-da! Yeah, I think we start on the 27th. I go back. My principal wants me, I think he said he wanted me to come in on the 25th and the 26th for a training. Oops. So I'm going to put this down, spray it. I'll take it in the house. We'll clean it. You know, the whole 9 yards. If you are crafting near a sink, you would just take it over, rinse it. Never soak your transfers. Just rinse it. I spray it down, and then I'll take it into the house and clean it properly. Okay? Like so. So, aren't these cute? Look at that. Super, super cute. Back in the 80s. Teresa says, back in the 80s, my two girlfriends and I decided we wanted to go see Barry Manilow. We lived in Logan, Utah, and the concert was in Provo, Utah. About 75-mile drive, and they had to just go, they had just got, oh, you just got your Mustang when you told your dad you were going to drive, and he was livid. This might take a couple of posts. Go for it. Okay, so I read the first part. So Dad was livid because Teresa asserted herself and told Dad, I'm taking my Mustang and I'm going to see Barry Manilow. Okay, next one. Did you like my little synopsis of your post? Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Okay. But we're not done. We're just putting our yeah, I don't want to do anything to this. I want to keep it natural. Let me make some room. I'm going to keep it natural. Does that look good? Boo. Okay. Oh, I just glued my finger. Ow. Owie. Owie, owie. Scooting that. Okay. I like the natural wood look. And of course, you know, our styles always change, right? Okay. So this is the 5 by 12, and it will, here, let me change the camera real quick. Hi. So it would sit up like, let me pull the camera down on the computer. So it would sit up like that, like on your shelf, okay? But we're not done. Okay, so that's part of the first part of our project. Okay. This is the second part. We're going to make some ghosts. So I went to Walmart the other day, Monday, I think it was, and I found this. If you guys have a Walmart, I'll tell you what exactly it is. It is plush coral fleece, okay? So it's a pre-cut fleece, 100% polyester, 1.5 yards for like 12 bucks. It was in a roll. So you're gonna take that, and I cut it to be about 21 inches length by let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 20. So you want a square, so about 20 by 20, or 21 by 21. Okay, so you want a square. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. But so what we're going to do is we're going to cut some of this off, and we're going to round it off, okay? If you want to be precise about it, go for it. You know me. If you've been following me for a long time, y'all know I don't measure much. That's why my quilts never turn out. Because I don't measure. Just kidding. Okay. So I have pretty much a round circle. Whoops, camera. Okay. So I have pretty much a round circle. We're going to do 2 of these, so you'll see how I do the second one. Okay. So we're going to take the cone and a ball. And I was trying to think about, maybe do I want to take some of this wood dowel off. Whoops. And I think I want to put it in my cone, okay? But not, okay? Like so. Because I want this to really adhere. And then what I'm going to do, I was thinking about this in my mind. It's like, how am I going to do this? Okay. So now I'm going to take the ball, and we're going to just screw it on, and we just, like that. You're going to do it twice. We're going to make 2 of them. Okay, so Teresa said she had never been out on the freeway before. She was worried about the 3 girls out on the road. Oh, he was worried about the 3 girls out on the road. Back then, we had to call the venue to get tickets, and you basically get what they send you. Okay, our tickets were up in the high seats. We were not happy, but we went and just decided to go on and have fun. Yeah, that's Dad's job to worry, right? He's worried, because if you're not freeway savvy, but how are you going to learn if you don't go out and try to drive the freeway? That's how, that's my thought. Okay, again, and then boom. Okay, so then she says, well, the morning of the concert, you decided to go to the ticket office to see if you could trade your tickets for better. Okay, so who does that, right? Well, a guy in the office heard us talking, and the girl at the window we were at, he came over and asked if they wanted these. Oh, nice. Were they upgraded? What kind of ticket? Were they first, like, front row? Okay, so we have 2. You're going to take the 1. Y'all see where we're going with this? We're making a ghost. We're making a cute little ghost, okay? So, you don't have to necessarily glue it down, but y'all know me, I'm a little extra. I just don't want it to fall off because I got cats. And then if I have to like trim it or whatever, but I don't think I'm going to have to. Okay, you guys are going to love this. Sorry about my head. I need a glue stick. We were talking about glue sticks yesterday. Tamisha and I were at our table. And we decided that Dollar Tree glue sticks are no good. Okay. But Dollar Tree pumpkins are the cutest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we are going to... Hannah, are you watching this? I think this is something that you're going to love. You are going to absolutely love this project. Okay. And see how fast these ghosts got put together. So let's... We still have some names to, or faces to put on there. Well, the student body officers just turned the tickets in, so they didn't use them. We were in the 5th row on the floor. Oh, so you got put in the pits. You still get goosebumps thinking about it. It was so much fun. Oh, how fun. That is so much fun. Yeah. Okay. So, do y'all see? Okay, so this one's done, but let's make its eyes and stuff. So what I did was I just took felt from my craft room, and I'm going to, because I want my eyes to match, so I'm going to make some oval. Circles. Like so. And then we're going to put its eyes on. I need to see, does it need to be, do they need to be a little smaller? Tell me, do you think the eyes should be a little smaller? Let me do its mouth. Should I make the eyes smaller? That is the question. So there would be its mouth. Do the eyes need to be smaller? Yeah, I really don't want to do googly eyes. I didn't like the last time I used the googly eyes. Michelle says she bought concert tickets last week for her daughter and I. Who are you going to go see? I think I'm going to make the eyes just a tiny bit smaller. Just a little smaller. And more oval shape. I don't want my ghost to look scared. Whoops. How's that? Okay, what do y'all think? Smaller? Yes. Yes, smaller. Okay. So there's one. Okay. And we're going to set this one aside to dry. So let's make our second one. So again, like I said, I took that, oops. I took that fleece. You can use Sherpa, or if you have scraps of any kind in your craft room, sewing room, whatever. Use what you got. I didn't have anything I wanted to like practice and destroy on. Okay. So I'm just making about a 20 by 20 inch or 21. Nothing. And then we're going to fold it into a square. Okay? And like I said, I don't measure anything. But what I'm going to do is, here's my fold. I'm going to cut and make a circle. Okay? So I'm just going to start here, cut down, and then start curving to make my circle. Like so. And then you should have a nice circle. And then we're going to take our form and make sure that, you know, it's draping right. And then I'm going to take this pumpkin. Remember my color palette that I had started with? Cut off the stick, and then we're going to have the ghost hold the pumpkin. Right, Teresa? Yeah, tickets are expensive. Oh, how fun, Michelle. Okay. How fun. Okay, so we're going to lay him down. We're going to cut out his face. So again, I'm folding my felt in half, so that way when I cut my eyes, they could be even. So we're just going to make a little. And do they have to match the other one? Nope, they don't. Because not all ghosts are equal. Have you ever been on the Haunted Mansion ride? They all look different. Go. And then one more for its mouth. gosh, this is so cute. Okay. This one's gonna be like screaming. Woo! I don't know if I'm going to use these to decorate with, or I might have to, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. The one thing I didn't do that I did on the first one, whoops, is we're going to undress him a little bit. I'm going to glue this part down first. And I'm going to carefully do the same thing on the other side. I forgot to glue it down. And that's okay. You know, we all forget. All forget things. Where it glues. There we go. Okay. And then it would drape up. Okay. Oh, how fun. Fun. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to put you on the front camera. We're going to tip y'all down. They're going to make their debut. So here's one. Oh my goodness. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Here's our second one with our sign in the background. Boo. What do y'all think? Can y'all see that? Oh my goodness. Isn't that cute? I love it. I absolutely love it. So as you see, I have my color palettes going on. I have the wood cutouts, and I have a little vignette going on now. Is that not adorable? Okay, I'm going to pull you down, and then we're going to show you this way. So imagine them standing. Aren't they super cute? Imagine them standing, and then you have your little vignette going on there. Okay. What do y'all think of tonight's project? Hey, that only took me, oh my goodness, look, I did 1, 2, I had to do all that, and that only took me 45 minutes. So that is a record for me. You love it? Oh, thanks, Teresa. Thanks, Michelle. You know what I forgot? I forgot to set the timer. Put a teeny bow on the wood ghost. On this one, like up here, a bow. What color should I do? Should I make it pumpkin? Look, I don't know if y'all can't see. Let me snip off a piece. I have this color. So think about like right there. Let me make a bow. Let me snip off some of my ribbon and make a bow. Sometimes it is all about the details. Sometimes it's all about the details. So like right there. like that. Connie told me a while ago. Sorry. My apologies. I will set the timer tomorrow, and I'll make it up to y'all. You know, when your brain is not thinking. Okay. Voila! Other side for balance. Oh. Okay, now I have to... Y'all didn't see that. There we go. There. Voila! Isn't that cute? I love this. I absolutely love this. I love this project. I'm going to get this displayed, and I'll take a picture and show y'all how I would display it. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Boo Basics. Shapes are available upon request. Just send me a message if you want them. And then I can list the supplies that I used for the pumpkins, or the ghost and the pumpkins. So very cute, very easy to do. And I will be back tomorrow with hopefully another inspirational project for you that you can redo to make some home decor on a budget, because this only cost me, this was under, like, even with the transfer, it was under $30. And this is super cute. Ghosts are in this year, so it's like, oh yay. So I will take I think I'm going to take this in and I'll display it. We'll see if the cats eat it. I don't know. They're still wild. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, with another inspirational project. So until then, y'all have a great Thursday. And if you are crafting, quilting, sewing, or just working as being retired, enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everyone. Good night. Love you all. Bye.